Hilary Knight, a U.S. women's hockey player, refers to Trump's White House visit remark as a distasteful joke. President Donald Trump's distasteful joke about the U.S. women's hockey team did not sit well with Hilary Knight. Following the president's invitation to join him for Tuesday night's State of the Union address, Trump and the men's U.S. hockey team were spotted laughing on Sunday. When the women's team won the gold medal, Trump quipped on the conversation that he had to invite them or I believe I probably would be impeached. During a Wednesday appearance on SportsCenter, Knight, the captain of the women's team, stated, "I thought it was sort of a distasteful joke and unfortunately there's overshadowing a lot of the success of just women at the Olympics carrying for Team USA and having amazing gold medal feats. We're simply concentrating on honoring the women in our room, their outstanding work, and the program's 3 gold medals and the double gold for both the men's and women's events simultaneously. And please don't take away from that with a disgusting joke." American men's athletes Jack and Quinn Hughes acknowledged how much they support them, how proud they are of them in response to social media criticism for their response to the joke about the women's team. Goalie Jeremy Swayman of the Boston Bruins acknowledged that the men's team should have reacted differently to Trump's joke. Swayman stated, "We are aware of how thrilled we are for the women's team. We hold the women's team in the highest regard. We will always be appreciative of the opportunity to share the gold medal with them." Knight defended her fellow American hockey players, stating that they were placed in a tough spot. "I believe there's a real degree of respect and support there," she remarked. "I believe a brief oversight is overshadowing that. It's unfortunate that this plot and narrative has somewhat blown up and overwhelmed that relationship and sincere interest in one another, since I believe the boys were going through a difficult time. When the reaction settles and the headlines fade, the achievements themselves remain unchanged. The women's hockey team secured gold through performance, preparation, and resilience. That accomplishment stands as a historical record, independent of political commentary or public controversy. The episode illustrates how public recognition of sports success is rarely isolated from broader social dynamics. In moments where political leaders engage with championship teams, attention often shifts from athletic excellence to interpretation of tone, intent, and reaction. A comment meant as humor can become a symbolic flashpoint. A spontaneous laugh can be reframed as endorsement. The meaning people assign to such moments depends heavily on perspective. For the athletes, the priority is competition and representation. They train for years to reach that stage. External narratives, especially political ones, can feel like distraction from the work that earned them recognition in the first place. Hilary Knight's response reflects that concern. Her emphasis was not on conflict with leadership, but on preserving focus on the team's success and the broader progress of women's hockey. The men's team found itself in a difficult position. In live settings, reactions are instinctive. When public scrutiny followed, clarification became necessary to reaffirm support for teammates. Their subsequent statements demonstrate how modern athletes must often engage in reputation management alongside performance. Silence can be interpreted as agreement. Correction becomes part of maintaining relationships and public trust. This situation also reinforces a broader reality about visibility. Women's sports continue to fight for equal attention and respect. Every milestone contributes to long-term growth in investment, media coverage, and fan engagement. When coverage shifts toward controversy rather than achievement, it risks reducing that visibility in key moments. Protecting the narrative around success matters because perception influences sponsorship opportunities, youth participation, and institutional support. At the same time, interaction between politics and sports is not new. Championship teams visiting national leaders has long been a tradition tied to symbolism and unity. Those moments are meant to celebrate shared identity and national pride. The challenge lies in balancing authenticity with awareness that public remarks carry weight beyond casual conversation. In the bigger picture, the controversy will likely be remembered as a brief media cycle rather than a defining chapter in the history of the sport. The gold medal will remain the headline achievement. The players' careers will be measured by championships, contributions to the game, and legacy within the sport, not by one exchange during a public call. What this event ultimately highlights is the power of context. Words, reactions, and interpretations interact quickly in the digital age. Athletes, leaders, and audiences all operate under intense visibility. Navigating that environment requires careful communication and mutual respect. Despite the debate, the central truth remains. The team earned its victory on the ice. That success cannot be diminished by commentary. Over time, performance outweighs controversy, and the record books preserve what matters most.